This is a guided body scan meditation. It's known by many names, including non-sleep deep rest, self-hypnosis, relaxation, mindfulness, and somatic body scan. We do body scans before any somatic movement lesson. We also do short versions at the end of the exercise and lessons. These are designed and are meant to help our somatosensory cortex, the part of the brain which integrates changes we achieve during somatic movement exercises. And this helps improve our overall well-being. This guided body scan meditation is specially designed to aid in relaxation. I invite you to explore many more somatic exercises, lessons, and body scans by creating a free account on journey.linsublime.com. Make yourself comfortable. Since we won't be moving too much during this lesson, have a blanket or a cover nearby to cover yourself so you don't get cold. Please take the time to lower yourself on the floor, on your back, on a mat. Don't practice this lesson while operating any kind of machinery. Only practice it when you can have your full undivided attention to the lesson itself. And we do it in sitting or in lying on your back. I always recommend to do it while lying on your back to have more sensory feedback. Slowly move your attention from all of the thinking and distractions from the outside world to your inner self. You are going to explore your inner world in this non-sleep deep rest body scan. Please close your eyes to get a better sense of proprioception and interoception. Begin by noticing which parts of your body touch the floor today. Which are the first points of contact that come to your consciousness? Slowly notice your heels and your feet. How are they tilted? Are your toes pointing more to the ceiling? To the side? Is one foot or one leg oriented more on the outside or on the inside when compared to the other one? You don't need to change anything, just observe. There is no right or wrong answer, only what you sense and the things which cause comfort versus discomfort. Always focus on your comfort in somatic exercise lessons. You can do small changes, but mostly just observe. We're asking these questions and we'll be asking many more questions as a form of self-inquiry, getting to know yourself, your habits, your preferences, your positions, and your tensions. Self-knowledge is the first step to self-improvement, which you've already begun since you are doing and enjoying this lesson. You may feel and observe something, or you may not, and that's completely alright. Your somatic proprioceptive and interoceptive senses will improve as you go along. As you scan, if you feel any tension anywhere, try to release it. If you still feel any tension after this body scan, search for a specific lesson on the Journey website of Lin Sublime, which will help you release the tension in the specific body part. If there's no lesson available at the moment, ask for it in the comments. Many people haven't felt their bodies in years and are truly disconnected. Yet you may find your connection by sensing your right heel. Keep breathing. Don't interrupt or hold your breath. Just have a normal breathing, whatever this means for you. Feel your foot as a whole, from the heel up to the toes. Can you sense the arch of the foot? Could you sense your toes? All of them? Separately? Don't worry if this is an unknown hazy area. Wearing shoes constricts our feeling, so make sure you've already taken off your shoes during this lesson. You may also take off your socks for better proprioception. You can try moving the big toe and slowly move the other toes one by one and sense what you feel while you do the movement. Now slowly go up your right ankle and sense it. Move up to your right calf muscles. What can you feel? Can you sense it entirely? From your ankle up to under your knee. It's a big muscle. How about sensing the front of your tibia? Focus on the space behind your right knee. How much space is there if you were to add sand? Could you put your fist through your hand, or is it touching the floor? Sense your knee, and where does your knee point to? Now imagine the distance between the right knee and your nose. Our brains use such automatic measurements all day, so we don't bump into things. We have many brain maps for almost everything. In some people, these maps go off. So we're now just calibrating our nose to knee map. Now move further up from the back of your right knee to the back of your thigh or the hamstring. Sense it. Move your attention to the front of your thigh or the quadriceps. From the knee up till your hip. Now contrast and compare the hamstring with the thigh. Do you sense differences? Tensions? Move to the right buttock or your gluteal muscle. Is it tense? Is it free? What do you feel? Now slowly move your focus to the left heel. Sense the heel and the contact of your foot. Where does your left foot point to? And is this different from your right heel and foot? Sense the sole of your foot and move up to your toes. As on the right side, now we will sense the left toes, starting with the big toe. Can you feel the other toes? Move each one of them separately, if you can. Sense your whole foot and compare it with your right one. This time, also sense how far apart your feet are. Go up from your left foot to your left calf. Sense the muscle. Sense the front of the tibia or the front part of your lower leg. Sense the back of your knee. How much space do you feel on the left side? How is your knee pointed? Is it pointed towards the ceiling, towards the outside, or towards the inside? And how is it compared to the right knee? Now at this point, focus on the nose and the left knee. Imagine a line, a straight line. And have a point of focus between your two knees. Imagine an imaginary line. And one coming from your nose, the tip of your nose, to both knees, the right and the left one. Can you keep all 3 points of attention into your mind? How about you focus on your nose, or maybe your eyes, and your big toes from the left foot And now from the right foot. And now sense the backside or the hamstring of your left foot. Sense the front side or the quadriceps. Move to your gluteal muscles or your buttocks. And compare the buttocks. Can you sense your pelvis as a whole? Do you lie more on one side of your pelvis? Or do you lie on the center? Your tailbone, the small bone between your buttocks. Is it tilted up or down? We have many movement lessons to explore the relationship of your pelvis and your body. For now, just sense the differences. Come back to your coccyx or your tailbone, the small bone which is between your gluteal muscles, and slowly move up your attention to your low back. Sense the space there. Could you slide your hand, your fist, or is it on the floor completely? Now, if at any point during the lesson you're uncomfortable with your legs long, you can bend them at any time. Now focus on the low back and slowly go up by trying to sense vertebra by vertebra of the spine. Now, don't worry, you may not be able to do this right now. I wasn't either. And to the mid back, where does it touch the floor? Exactly. Sense each vertebra as you go up, and when you reach the height of your shoulder blades, focus on them. Compare the right shoulder blade, how does it lie on the ground, with the left one. Do you feel any tension? Now it's time for you to sense your thoracic spine and your ribs. Most people call it a rib cage, but in reality, it's more than a cage. It has many small, flexible muscles. It's actually a basket, a very flexible one. From the back of your spine, on the ground, sense the right side of your ribs. How they come out under your armpit and in front as they touch your sternum. Can you sense all 12 of them on the right side? You may even touch with your right or your left hand to get an impression of where they are and how they connect in front from the right side. Now take a very slow, deep breath, and as you inhale into your ribs and into your thoracic spine, focus on the right side of your ribs. How do you sense them expanding as you exhale? Keep breathing with deep, long, controlled inhalations and exhalations. Actually, the slower you breathe, the better it will be. And sense the changes from your spine all around the right side of your ribs till in front. And as you keep breathing, do you feel how they open up? How your chest on the right side becomes larger, how they expand. And when you breathe out, it becomes smaller. Your chest goes in and your ribs move. You can put your hands to sense this whole movement. And keep your focus as you are breathing solely on the right side of your ribs. The front part under your arm or next to your arm, under your armpit, and on the back side, the right back side, might I add. Feel the up and down motion and the changes. Continue breathing deeply and start focusing on your spine again. And this time, move your attention and sense the ribs on the left side as they go up from the spine, and compare and contrast with the right side. You may probably already sense differences. If not, continue focusing on the left side of your ribs, from in front to the side until the back. So from the sternum all the way around to your spine, one way or the other. Now, continue to breathe normally again. Let your breath settle down the way you want it to, the way it's simple and easy. Now start sensing your abdomen or your belly. And don't worry, we don't need six-pack muscles. We need well-organized muscles to function properly. So there's no shame in having a normal body, as every body is individual and unique. So if you have a belly, it's no problem. Let it relax. Stop tensing it. And sense the part of the pubic bone, which is where your genitals are, all the way up until they meet the ribs and around on both sides until they meet your spine. That's your abdominal area, but it's called the somatic center. This is the powerhouse of the body. Gravitationally, mechanically, and even most of the important bacteria and the enteric system, which is a nervous system, live here. So it's a pretty important part. Some cultures call it the second brain because of all the important functions I've mentioned. Can you sense the right side of your abdomen? And the left side? Compare both sides. How about the middle? And now going to something more elusive. Can you sense your pelvic floor? You can try a few times to breathe deeply into your belly. This is also called as diaphragmatic breathing, because our diaphragm is a huge muscle which moves. But we need to breathe fully into our diaphragm and into our chest. We'll have a few interesting lessons which will explore the relationship between these two, and inhalation and exhalation. But now, go from your mid-back, so from where your ribs meet your spine, up to your head. And sense your neck. Sense the space behind your neck. Where do you feel the contact of your head with the floor? And more importantly, how is your head tilted? Is it a little bit to the left? To the right? With your eyes closed, try to sense. And you can even move your head to the right and to the left, very slowly, and find center. Do the same with sensing if your chin is more up toward the ceiling or if it's more down toward your feet. And you can also do a small movement without force to move your nose more up and your chin, of course, or more down, keeping your mouth closed, of course, moving your whole head. And do these very small movements of the head to the left, to the right. And when you're in the center, do them up and down. Try to find the middle place on your own. It's generally said that the freedom you have in your neck is the freedom of tension you have in your body. The more tensed up your neck is, the more tension you have in your whole body. We will explore this in future lessons. From the back of the head, move your attention to the top of the head. And slowly go into the front of your head and sense your forehead. Focus for a few moments on your right eyebrow, your right eye. Can you feel the right eye sitting into the socket? Is it relaxed? Is it tensed? Did you notice that each time you focused on a body part, your eyes keep moving around? Let's do this. Think and focus on your right knee and sense your eye moving. And focus on your left heel, your left fingers. You sense very small movements. There are many eye lessons to help you improve vision and coordination. For now, just sense. You're improving your sensing capabilities, and this will create lasting change. Go back to sensing the back of your head and move slowly to the right side and sense your right ear, the right part of your head. Do we ever think of the right part? And slowly go to the right cheek and back to your eyes. Sense the nose, the nostrils, and I hope you've been breathing through your nose this whole time. Sense the flow of the air coming in and out of your nose. You may take a deep breath to sense the incoming air through your nose, to your throat, and how it reaches into your lungs. You've probably never felt this before unless you were breathing very cold air. Hey, you've just discovered something new. How does it feel to fill up your nose and go down with the airflow inch by inch inside of yourself or centimeter by centimeter? Feel your mouth. How are your lips? Do you hold your teeth clenched? Maybe try to relax them. And where is your tongue in your mouth? Is it on the upper palate or down? And try to relax it completely. If it's down, move it up. If it's up, let it relax down. Sense the tongue in its entirety as it goes up almost into your throat. Can you sense your full maxillary with your teeth? First, sense them how they are, and then you can move your tongue around the upper quadrant, the lower quadrant, the left side, the right side. Try to sense them all. And sense your face fully. We didn't forget the left eye. It's just that the contrast is important. Now focus on the left side of your face, on your left eye, the left cheekbone, and go to the ear, the left side of your face. Now focus on your nose in the middle again. And as I said, left ear. Do your eyes do a micro movement to your left ear? Sense your chin. Feel your neck, your throat. Focus on the right shoulder and the back of the scapula. Sense the right shoulder all around, from front to back. And slowly go down on the right arm, sensing your triceps, your biceps, both of them. Go to your elbow. What do you sense from your elbow down to your forearm? How is your wrist today? Do you sense all of these small articulations and bones in your wrist? I surely can't, so unless I train and insist on it. But maybe there's someone among you who can. We could train ourselves to do what we wanted if we focus enough. Sense the right hand. Do you have your palm down to the side, or is your hand resting on the back of the hand? How are your arms standing today? And where did you choose to place them? Are they onto you, next to you? There's no good or right answer. Just notice what it is. Sense the fingers. Sense them separately, one by one. You may even move the fingers slowly, one by one. Now change the position of the palm on the ground. Sense it. Change it by lying on the side with your pinky finger and sense it. And then the back of the hand and sense this. What do you feel? Slowly move to the left shoulder. And compare and contrast your left shoulder all around with the right shoulder. Form your triceps and your biceps. Feel your elbow. Go down your forearm, your wrist, the back of the hand, and again, sense, as in the other part, your fingers individually. How is this hand sitting compared to your right hand? And now do an overall full body scan, sensing everything at once, or focus on different parts. Sense your right hand and your left foot. Can you feel that these are two lines? Can you feel the 5 lines of your body, your spine, your left hand, your right hand, your left foot, and your right foot? Can you feel all these lines at once in your imagination? Of course, they're not directly lines, but this is a good example of sensory feedback. You may slowly open your eyes now. Congratulations! You've just completed a full body meditation, a mindfulness scan, or called non-sleep deep rest. Your nervous system will be grateful for it. We did a pretty detailed body scan. And you may be wondering if there's more. Yes, almost each somatic lesson has a body scan. Of course, some are not as long or detailed. They usually take between 3 to 5 minutes. Many differ as we use variation and ways of imagining and sensing changes. This is what's unique about Somatics. So I invite you to go to journey.linsublime.com and explore the lessons there. By following the link I have posted, the first 100 people who sign up will get free access to some lessons, including this lesson on the platform where there are no ads or unwanted interruptions. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And may the relaxation be with you all of the time.